Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Logical Nonsense podcast. Today we got Seth O'Brien, Luke Walker on. Boys,
where's the music?
Good to see you. The music.
Yeah, you have music that plays in the beginning.
Yeah. That's edited.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
You know?
All right.
But yeah, we got a little special episode today for our sports segment. We're gonna be doing something a little different. We're gonna be going over our favorite drinking sports games, some memories as well. Who would like to start? Seth?
As well.
All right, let's hear it.
We got beers and balls.
Beers and balls.
Yeah, aggressive.
Tell us about beers and balls for those who are unaware, for the users who are unaware.
How do you beers and balls?
Yeah.
You gotta get a table, right? 4 beers, teams of 2 against each other. It's a turn-based game. You set up a beer on each corner, and one team takes a turn throwing beer pong balls.
Yep.
They use it for non-drinking stuff.
Yeah.
But they throw it at the can, and if you hit it, you start drinking. While the other partner goes and blocks the people trying to get the ball. If the other people get the ball and slam it on the table, you stop drinking. So the goal is to finish your drinks before they do.
Yes.
And, gets pretty aggressive.
It's pretty awesome. It's pretty fun.
Gets pretty aggressive.
Yeah? Do you have experience with the aggressiveness?
Yeah, I've been kicked in the face.
Kicked in the face?
I've been kicked in the face.
I think we deserve to hear this story.
Well, I went to go block a big guy, Ian Hansler, some might know, and laid his ass out. It's kind of funny. Then I swam on him. I just pulled a swim move, and then he got up and kicked me in the face, and I got kicked out of the game.
Yeah.
For getting kicked.
I think that was the same tournament where Mason actually went through the wall.
Yeah, it is.
Mason Pickering, that is, if you're listening.
We still have Woody on that wall.
Woody is still on the wall, if you know who that is. Woody is how would you describe Woody?
It's a block of wood.
I know what he is, but what is Woody?
It's a block of wood that they started hiding back in 2014, just around the house. And if you find it, you gotta hide it.
Yeah.
So it's it's a mission to go find that thing.
Who would you say in your favorite game is top 3 players? In our house, obviously.
I gotta go me.
Of course, you go you.
Well, I hit, I drink, and I'm good at blocking. I'm not afraid of you little big guys over there, Luke.
Little big guys, look at you.
I think I gotta give it to Dodge.
Okay.
Another big guy. And I think Steve's up there too.
Steve, okay.
He does not block, but when he hits, he slams beers. That's what you need. It's a game of fastness.
All right.
So I gotta give it to them.
Luke, what's your game?
All right. Mine's a very simple game, but I really like it because you can play it anywhere. You don't need a large table and cups and balls and all that. I like riding the bus. Riding the bus is awesome. It's a good game because you can play with a lot of people, and it's a really great way to get someone fucked up, really easily. I also like the odds. There's not a guaranteed. So Ride the Bus, it's a card game, right? And a big part of Ride the Bus is at the end. It's 4 steps. If you're on the bus, right? You're going to be dealt 4 cards, and you have to guess right on each one. So the first one, you have to guess whether it's red or black, right? If you get that, you're in the clear. And then you have to guess the next card if it's higher or lower, right, than the card that you just picked, right? So let's say I had I put a 5, right? I had a black 5. And then I want to say higher or lower than that. So if I say 7, great, I'm above that, right? And then you have to guess the next card, and you have to guess whether it's outside or in between. If it's 5 and 7, I'm like, okay, obviously it's going to be outside. That's the best chance, right? And then the next one, which is always the hardest one for me, is the suite. You have to guess, or suit. I always say suite. I don't know why. But you have to guess the suit correctly. You have to get all 4 of those. And if you mess up on each one, you have to take a drink. And I think it's just awesome. Sometimes you can go through a whole deck and not get off the bus, right? And you can play with a lot of people, and people are cheering you on. They're trying to hope. Everyone's hoping you get off the bus. Nobody likes to be on the bus, right? But if you get off it, I don't
know who's cheering to get you off the bus.
No, I'm trying to keep you on that.
Everyone I've ever played with, they want to keep you on that bus as long as possible.
I like it because if someone's on there for a while and they're struggling, they're plastered, right? And they need to end. I want it to be good for them, or I want it to, I want them to be done, right? And I want to play because I really like playing. I think it's fun.
Yeah. And
so I just like the odds. I know it's also the gambling in me. I like to play blackjack and all that.
Gambling.
So I know, just go against the odds.
That.
Yeah, no, never.
We never do that. I don't know about gambling.
That's
Yeah.
bad for you.
You got any good memories riding the bus?
Riding the bus? I think it was actually the last time we were there. It was like it was for your graduation.
Yeah.
That was the most because everyone's like not getting off. We had like 8 of us, and we were all playing going around. And then at some point, someone had to take a break, and like we had to move on to somebody else. And there's not really any distinct memories I have with it. I just know anytime I play it with a big group of people, it's always a good time.
That's true. It's true.
And all you need is a deck of cards.
Yeah. No, good point. My favorite game, Beer Die. Great game.
It's a good game.
Whoever invented Beer Die, great person. Should be in the history books, Guinness World Records. I don't know where you put him, Smithsonian, something.
Smithsonian.
Yeah, he needs a statue.
What the heck?
He needs a statue
You
of
guys
him
do know-
throwing dye in
You guys
there.
are called lawn fairies, right?
What's up?
You guys are called lawn fairies.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
when you
Yeah, I know what that is, but
That's you guys. That's the beer dyers.
dude, you play it. Don't act like you don't play it.
Yeah, but like, do I play it? You know?
Yes, you do play
Do I
it.
play it?
Anyways, so beer die, for those who are unaware, similar to beers and balls, you have 2 cups or you have 4 cups, 1 at each corner of the table. You have to throw a die up in the air. You play with a partner. You and your partner have to throw a die up in the air. It has to reach a certain height, and then hit the other side and drop without them catching it to get a point. If you hit the cup, it's 2. If you get inside of the cup, it's 4. Every 4 points, either you or your partner has to drink the liquid inside that cup.
Sometimes it's full cup.
Sometimes it is full
Dude,
cup,
but
and
hitting
it's
the
brutal.
cup though, hidden cup, like laying it in cup is like the best feeling ever.
Oh no, the splash.
Yeah.
It's a great
wet.
feeling. I think one of my favorite memories actually was at a recruitment event. That was a great recruitment chair. We were playing with some kids, and I was like, dude, I want to make this trick shot so bad. So I just kept practicing it. Next thing you know, I'm on Barstool. Right off the window into the thing. I was like, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, when you did the. Oh, I remember that. Well, I wasn't there for it, but I remember that.
It was solid, man.
See, I think spring break trip. I know Luke wasn't there because scared to cat. But
Oh,
spring
alright.
break trip, Colorado.
It was in Greece. Sorry.
Those dudes are crazy.
Yeah.
Those dudes were shooting it like
Yeah.
40 feet in the air, stepping back 20 feet.
Dude, they had the little
the footsies?
footsies, dude.
Yeah,
we
didn't
were
have
never that good.
No.
We were never that good. Like, honestly, like, I say I'm good, but if I play any of them, we're nothing. Like, compared to some of the kids on campus, I'm like, Jesus.
I think we got skunked in Colorado.
No, we definitely did.
Yeah, no, those kids are crazy.
They're brutal.
Plus, the entire layout, like the layout for that outside area,
No, it's perfect.
was just a beer dive table right in the fucking middle,
No, it's
surrounded by
perfect.
by patios. That was crazy.
yeah.
I will say there's nothing quite like a vibe. Like I love beer. I love beers and balls, and I do love ride the bus. But like being on like a lawn or like on the deck, just
Music on.
music on with everybody.
Yeah.
Everyone's drinking and like
It's a
watching,
different
and you have like teams ready to go, and like if you're winning, you're on a streak. You just keep going against
Yep.
the next group and the next group. It's quite the vibe. It's
No, it really is, and I think like that's one of the things I miss is that just I don't want to keep saying vibe, but I guess the mood.
The mood,
I don't know
the energy.
the energy. That's a good word.
the
The
environment,
energy is
yeah.
just different when things are going, music's going, sun's out, everyone's out on Greek Row, that kind of thing. Like it's just different. It's
yeah.
different.
Seeing people
So,
walk by and
Yeah, definitely.
Tossing people beer.
Definitely.
in the deck.
Do we want to segue into music?
Sure.
All right. So, segue into music.
I got this. All right. So I've listened to a couple of your episodes, Hunter. You got a pretty good podcast. I like your takes on music. So we got to talk about the biggest thing in music right now. It is literally the biggest thing of 2023. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? You guessed it. Speak Now Taylor's version came out. It's a big deal. Hunter and Seth don't think it's a big deal, but it is.
It's not a big deal.
It is a big deal. Why is it not a big deal? Tell me why. Tell me your reasoning.
I'm just not a Taylor Swift fan.
Neither am I.
I'm not saying like you have to be a fan, but
She's-
you have to acknowledge the fact that
She's slightly overrated.
Fact.
all right.
I didn't even know she dropped an album.
Look, you can.
I got the numbers. I want to hear. All right, let's
No. She's done sales.
Yes, yeah. I'm just.
That's not what I'm saying. I just think her music's overrated. Her personally, my taste, not a fan.
Killing 22 though.
See, there's something for everybody. She has a few songs. Like, I feel like anybody can like a couple of her songs.
Look, all
because she has so many.
Look, it can't be always the guy's fault. There's no way it's always the guy's fault. At some point with all these breakups, bro.
No, she's cheated.
Dude, like that's what I'm saying though. Like,
has she?
Oh yeah, look it up.
I'll look this up. Hold up.
She's 100%
Dude,
cheated.
All I'm saying, if you get broken up with
We're about to
that
start a
many
Swiftie
times,
storm.
if you get broken up with that many times, start looking at the common denominator here.
Pretty fair.
That's all I gotta say. Like,
look,
it can't always be the guy's fault. There's no way. Like, there's some shitty men out there. I'll admit, there's some shitty men.
Yeah.
With how many guys she's dated, there's no way every single one of them were shitty. Every single one.
Maybe she's just looking like too high.
All I'm gonna say, it gets her paid. Maybe it's a ploy. I don't know. I don't know if she's doing it on purpose.
I don't think. She's had albums where like it's not like Lover, like the album Lover. It's all about like being in love. It's not like about it's not all breakup songs and like there's obviously the famous ones, right?
Breakup songs.
Like
hey, you did some looking up. I'll look some up. I'll look up what percentage of her songs are breakup.
Okay.
There's probably a stat in that. For real.
No, for real. Like I feel like that's a majority of what she talks about is either love or breaking up, and I just feel like if you're gonna be an artist, you gotta have some diversity in what you talk about.
She has a lot of diversity.
Okay, what else does she talk about besides love or breakup? The silence. The silence.
I'm still hungover. You gotta like get me like a.
This kid brings out the hungover excuse. I'm out here. We're all out here.
You just had you have a coffee.
Yeah, it hasn't kicked in yet. It takes time.
No.
Taylor Swift percentage of songs.
Hold on.
Look, I think what she's doing because of the albums is amazing.
No, I agree.
Dropping the new music again underneath her own label instead of getting screwed over with the other one. That's
35%. That's not bad.
That's of one album.
That's still not bad. Like that's still, like of a whole album.
6 out of the 17 songs are breakup. Why? Oh, here we go. We got Quora. Breakdown. How many of breakup? Dog.
You can look at that.
That is a lot. That is a lot of breakup.
It's less than half. It's still less than half.
Oh my god. Okay, but if like,
which means she sings about other things.
Breakups, and then love.
That's what I'm saying.
Look, at least Eminem, he talked about killing his mom, killing his ex-wife.
Look, I just love
Drugs.
a diverse. This is why I like hip hop, bro. Like,
that's fair. That is fair. That is a good thing about music. It's like people can have all kinds of different tastes, but we all like music at the end of the day.
That's true. Look, okay, but to Seth's point, and I will give her this: what she's done to the music industry in terms of bringing in what we've never quite seen, I guess. Like, she has a cult following.
No, she does.
Like, probably the biggest cult following we've ever seen.
No, she does.
It's pretty crazy, yeah.
I mean,
to any chick,
you look in the past, and there's been some you've got your Grateful Dead fans who are, I would say, a cult following as well. You've got
KP.
Yeah, exactly. No, but I'm trying to think of other bands or
that truly are just cults.
A cult following, and she's got to be atop of that list. I can't think of another artist where
Kanye, that's another
yeah,
big one.
but I feel like his is yes, but it's also kind of died out a little bit in a sense.
Yeah,
because of what he's done.
Yeah, he's not done the greatest.
And I feel like
publicity.
well, and that's another thing too, is I feel like when your spotlight's always on you, when it's always on Taylor Swift, is you are constantly having to make PR moves, and she hasn't done anything yet where she has ruined her
her image.
No,
she hasn't.
And she has such a good relationship with her fans that them, because you're right, this is something we haven't seen before, where an artist is re-releasing music because of all the drama with her producers and all that.
Yeah.
But she has such a strong following and such a dedication that it's bringing she's okay doing it. It's a big deal when she does it, because she also releases music she hasn't also released before. Like,
Yeah.
she releases songs from the vault, and they become really
So,
big.
I'm confused on this. What the hell is Taylor's version? I don't understand
So,
that.
all right, so Taylor Swift, right? So she recorded like her first 6 albums with. Again, I'm not the most educated on this, so Swifties, please don't. If you're listening to this, don't throw me out to the wolves. Like I'm doing the best summarizing this. She has she doesn't own all the completely own the rights to her songs. She shares them with someone else. It's Dr. Luke. I think that's his name. It's like he also does like
Dr. Luke.
That's odd.
yeah.
That's strange.
But she doesn't fully own them, but basically she wants to like have all the rights to her songs and like do whatever she wants with them, right? And she wrote her songs, but like because she like produced them with like her label and like with this guy that she doesn't completely own them, and like there was a big like lawsuit for it, and he won, but they're her songs still, so she's re-recording them so she can release them, and it's like she owns the whole song. She owns all the rights to it, and so that's why it's Taylor's version, because she's re-released. She's like specifically in every song track. It's like "You Belong with Me," Taylor's version. So that way people know. That way people know, hey, listen to this version, not the old one, because I want you to listen to it, because this is my song that I want you to listen to.
So it's her way to make money just for her.
Pretty much, yeah, and like it has to do with like all her rights and stuff.
Yeah,
ownership
I actually saw the other day that she was pretty struggling financially, so that makes sense why she would have to do that.
Yeah, that tour is really putting a toll on her finances.
No, it's. I mean, I get it. Like,
$1,000 tickets, yeah, about
at least.
Well, he went.
Yeah, it was pretty dope. Best concert ever.
No. He's asking how much.
Okay,
tickets were.
I want to stop the pod because we paid I think 400 each.
It's not the
That's not
worst
bad.
I've ever heard.
That's because we got it like on sale, or we got them from Ticketmaster. Like when they went on sale, we didn't get them like resold to us, and so that's where like you see these crazy prices. And so, but it was an awesome concert. Yeah, and it was in Allegiant Stadium, which was really awesome to hear. No, not Allegiant. Is it Allegiant? The one in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay, that's Allegiant. Yeah. Really awesome. She puts on quite a show. It was really cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we paid.
Wait. At the football stadium?
Yeah.
It's not Hard Rock?
No.
I thought Allegiant was.
I think it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but I mean, she's got the support. Like she's doing obviously well. Like she's setting like records. Like it's her.
Yeah.
I was reading some like stats today. I think it's obviously going to debut at number 1. I think. Sorry, Morgan Wallen, your country album's going bye. Actually, didn't Little Uzi Vert debut his song album at once? Okay, so he's gone already. But,
which was mid. I've talked about that album before, but it was.
It's not a big
it was so up and down. I mean,
yeah.
I won't talk about it again, but like, it's just so. And he even said like, on his Instagram, he said something about like, this was just my experimental album. This wasn't even like an album, which like I have mixed feelings about that, because that's not an album to me. That's a mixtape.
Then drop it as a mixtape.
That's what I'm saying.
Or just
like,
drop it as an experiment. Like,
why would you say it's an album if it's not an album?
Well, it's like when
because to me an album, you know what I'm saying? Like an album should be cohesive. It should tell a story.
Well, I mean, I don't know about that with some of these rappers.
I agree.
These rappers are just dropping songs
and in music in general, but like
no one's a lyricist.
The thing that's sad though, I guess, is I feel like that aspect of music has kind of been lost a little bit. That an album should tell a story.
Oh, I agree.
But
I mean, you still got like J. Cole, Kendrick, and like a few others. This is the big names that come up to mind. But like Lil Uzi's not telling a story.
No.
Yachty's not telling a story.
No. What's your stats on
Mother?
Taylor?
So first of all,
Mother.
They've been calling her that recently.
Oh my god.
Here's something crazy. She had the second largest week for vinyl sales ever since they started recording them in 1991. There's that. There's some other ones. She's had the biggest week for albums in 2023. So that's pretty cool. Also, it was like the most streamed album like in a day. Like for 2023. Like it was like everything I was listening to.
That's another thing I kind of want to talk about. I mean, this has been around for a while now, streaming like services with music and stuff, but like that in general just streaming has changed like music so much.
Oh yeah.
Because it used to be like if an album debuted,
You
you gotta rush to the store and get a CD. And like obviously, it's been a while. Like I said, that this has been out, but it's so weird because like you said, like streaming numbers are crazy. Like streaming numbers will always beat out like a CD sale or whatever because like it's so accessible. Music is so accessible in general, and so it's just weird to think about.
We pay what, like $8 on Spotify a month? And
Yeah.
we get new album releases day of.
And like I've been with Spotify since like 2015, so
Yeah.
I mean it's gone up a little bit in price, but like we'll say average, like we'll just say it's been $10 a month for like the last
I have no idea. how
8
much it
years.
costs now.
So 8 years, 8 times 12 is 96 times 5 is. No, I feel like I'm doing my math wrong.
460.
460, yeah.
So
I've given Spotify a lot of money.
yeah, but you think about how much you spent on like a CD for like all the CDs.
Oh, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like it's definitely worth it. But
40.
And I don't have to
Yikes.
spend money to like find out like to try out
That's what
with
I'm
new
saying.
songs too. Like if I've never like heard an artist
That's
before,
true.
I don't have to buy like, the
That's
whole
true.
album, especially if I want to listen to like a certain song. Or,
that's true. It's also I think that's a good point. Discovery is definitely more accessible, I guess. More it's done with more
It's
ease
easier.
because you can just like I've definitely like there's people I'd never in a million years try out and I have on Spotify just because I can.
True. Easy.
So,
I think also just like the portability of it now.
yeah.
Like you don't need a Walkman
yeah,
in your pocket. Take
Yeah.
out everything. You can
Yeah.
just have a
put
phone.
on
Yep.
your smartwatch even.
Yeah.
True.
Just
True.
crazy.
Yeah, it's very, very. Which this now with things changing, I think this is a good segue to
Fashion.
AI.
Oh no.
AI. No,
You wait for the engineer to come.
so AI, as many of you know, has been interesting to see unfold. One of the biggest issues it's brought is with artists and kind of like almost scamming them, I guess.
It's gaming.
I mean, they're basically taking an algorithm of what they've recorded, how they sound, and then making songs based off of what they have. Before I speak, I want to hear your guys' opinion on all this. And
I think AI in general is a great thing for us and a great tool, but obviously you're going to have people doing, what they can to make money. So the fact that people are putting out people's music through AI and making money off of it, at that point it's like stealing art.
no, it is.
It's
Definitely
100%
is.
stealing art, but it's also hard because you got people posting like it's like the TikTok videos of like the presidents playing Call of Duty together.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie to you, that's funny. I'm going to watch
Yeah.
this.
No, it is
But
funny.
it's just rude to them because like you have like our current president Biden yelling, the N-word in Call of Duty. Like he's not gonna say that in real life, but people could believe it, and then his reputation's ruined.
Yeah, true.
I like the AI voice thing when it comes to like TikTok and that kind of thing. Like I like the
Yeah.
hearing Plankton sing Uptown Funk. You know what I mean? Like I think that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Or hearing other artists what they could sound like singing other people's songs. I think that's interesting. I think it's cool. And I'm not gonna like download it or anything. I just think it's like, oh, that's kind of cool, and then carry on. I do like the Call of Duty, the presidents playing Call of Duty. I think those are funny. But it's again, yeah, when people start like when Heart on My Sleeve came out, right? The fake Drake song.
Yeah.
Like that's where it's like a big problem where you're using someone else's voice and their brand and their like their trademarks and everything,
Yeah.
and you're making money off it, and that's where I have a problem with it too. And so it's just I think AI is a great tool, but I don't want it to be like abusive to like artists and also like creators too. I mean, even now like with like CGI, right? Like in movies and stuff too. Like people are like really like for example, like in like Mandalorian, like when Luke Skywalker comes out, right? Like, they have technology where they can do that, and like they pay these actors to be in them, but like you're using someone's likeness too, and it's just kind of weird. It's just kind of like this whole like it's really like we're like it's like the like when you watch a show and it's like dystopia time, like these things are happening, you see them unfold. It feels like that right now with AI, and also with like job replacement and stuff too. Like when are companies going to start using AI to just replace people because it's free and they don't have to pay people to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Soon.
yeah.
So
Soon.
here's how I see AI going. I think it can either go really well, can go really bad. Here's where I see it going bad. Like you said, job replacement.
Mm-hmm.
So a show like NYPD or whatever, like those sitcoms where they like come on every week and they kind of have the same algorithm, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
They've been seeing that like they can create new TV shows, or at least write the scripts for those TV shows, and like that can replace jobs of directors, that kind of thing,
And writers.
Well,
there's a writer's
a
strike
lot of
right
like there is. And so it's interesting that AI can, one, have the ability to do that, and two, could possibly replace jobs. Here's where I see it actually being a good thing. AI is going to push people to be more creative. A lot of what's being, not a lot, some of what's being produced right now feels like it's the same thing being over and over again. Like there's no newness coming from music. And so it's good because it's pushing some of our most creative people to really like actually think outside of the box, outside of what they're normally doing. Like people like Drake, people like these big artists who have been criticized to like making very similar sounding music, very similar like noise, that kind of thing. Like they are now pushed to start to tell stories again, start to become lyricists again, start to really think about what they want to push out to the media, because for so long, like music is self-expression.
Yeah.
And there's certain artists, like for example, and this is why I don't necessarily am a huge fan of like Playboy Carti, is because he's more of a like, let's have like a rage, let's have like a good time. Like he's more interested in like the sounds and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's like an artist where I could see potentially like getting taken over.
Oh, by AI.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
his music is like a very certain sound. Like he wants to make sure that it, goes to that certain people. And I could see somebody going to AI and just being, hey, I want this sound. I want it to sound like Playboy Carti. Like he's somebody I feel like could be easily replaced. A guy like Kendrick or J. Cole or any of the storytellers in any music, they can't be replaced because they're actually expressing what has happened to them in their life, what things mean to them. They have metaphors. They want to, express things, whereas like an AI doesn't have that experience.
So I'm not getting a new Tupac album?
Probably, I mean,
An AI Tupac album?
I really
genuine Tupac album, no.
Yeah.
They can watch it. We'll send the AI all the movies.
I'm really tired of the Juice WRLD songs. I love Juice WRLD, but like the constant like coming out with music still. I understand he has unreleased music, but I don't know. I feel like it's weird. Like after like his passing and stuff, there's I get like maybe like one or two albums.
Yeah. That's a good point. I actually do want to talk about this because here's how I feel about posthumous. So somebody like Juice WRLD, right? He had all that music stored on his computer, but he never released it.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, he didn't release that for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
If he didn't specifically say to his producer, I want this released on this album, I don't think you should have
Access to do
that or the rights to do that even, because he didn't want that. He didn't say he wanted that, at least.
It's just like a money ploy. It feels like
yeah, it feels like you're just giving money
and people are framing it like oh, we just want Juice WRLD to want to like share his art with the world, or we want to make sure Juice WRLD lives on in everybody's lives, and it's like it's like portrayed as this like sincere thing where like I see it as like this was like literally an episode of Black Mirror where like so Miley Cyrus is like an artist, right, and then they like put her in a coma, but like they use AI to like generate her voice, and like because she's like asleep, but like they're like extracting lyrics from like her dreams and stuff and like making music out of it. And they're like framing it as like, oh, it's a really good thing, and we have like these holograms now, and it feels like we're like getting to that point now where like people like labels and companies are just trying to profit off these artists. Like it's not like a sincere thing or like a good thing you're trying to do. You're just trying to profit off these artists and their followings and like their not trademarks, not the word. There's brands. There's their name. It's kind of like I think of NIL.
Names,
their likeness.
image, it's kind of like NIL in a sense.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So That's the problem I have with that. And I like AI. I think it'd be it's gonna like you said, like cause. I think it's gonna cause like people to evolve, right? Evolve
Definitely.
creatively. It's
That's
kind of
how
like
humans are.
Yeah.
They are constantly evolving to the society around them.
I feel like I feel like my parents, when like the internet came out and like computers were like a really big deal. It's like like Seth, you're an engineer, right? Like you're not. You don't have like the big tables and pens anymore where you have to draw a lot, right? Like no, you do it on a computer and it calculates formulas, and you don't have to do that anymore, right? It just because it's faster, it's easier, it's more accurate, and so I feel like AI is gonna kind of do the same thing where it's like this big brand new thing that we gotta evolve with and like not let it like take over and like not abuse is not the word. Let us like. Get too out of hand.
Yeah.
But I think it could be like a great tool. Like
Yeah.
it just has to be like in a responsible way.
Definitely, because, and we could go such like down a rabbit hole with this. Like we could talk about this. This could seriously like we could talk about this forever. But like
later, I guess.
Yeah, no, but it is something where it's like at some point, AI could probably take over a lot of jobs.
It definitely can.
But
it easily can.
And that is good for the economy for the people who own businesses and do things like that. But like, it doesn't necessarily like. Does it help us? People like you and me. Like, does it help us? You know what I'm saying?
Then
is it gonna? I feel like it just creates a bigger gap between, like,
the rich and the poor.
Yeah.
No, I mean that's.
I feel like I need to learn about AI. Like I need to learn about it if I want to have a step ahead and like. Where like we're going, like
exactly.
I need to I should be really familiar with ChatGPT. I don't want to be like the 40-year-old manager who I got to show how to use Excel, right? Like I don't want to be that guy. I want to be ahead of it and not get left behind.
Yeah, true.
Do we know if Juice WRLD's music is Juice WRLD? What if it's all AI?
It could, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised.
Uh-oh.
I
think it's. I'll see you. I'm gonna get suicided later. They're gonna get me later, bro.
Oh gosh. Yeah. Anything else for AI?
The economy is gonna move towards UBI.
What's that?
Universal basic income. The government's gonna send you stimulus checks every month instead of you working.
Okay.
That
took a weird turn, but
it will. Also, AI is way crazier than I think any of us really understand.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We're just
we're just
specs.
A couple of
we're not there.
Casuals.
Yeah. We're not there yet. It can get deep.
It can get real deep. Well, do we want to move on into fashion?
Yeah.
You're a good topic. Me and Luke's probably worst topic.
Yeah.
All right, boys. So when it comes to the professional world, it can be a little hard to dress. Yeah, I've experienced it already. I feel like it's hard to express a style, especially with the dress code. So, tell me, we'll start with you, Seth, and then we'll go to you, Luke.
Okay.
Tell me what is your mindset when, picking out... Yeah, when you get dressed in the morning, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to put out for your image?
So, I'm lucky enough that my manager even, told me, day one, she was like, if you want to show up in a sweatshirt, you can show up in a sweatshirt. I'd rather you show up in something you're comfortable in than looking nice for us and everyone else. That being said, I want my job and I want to rise in my job, so I do not go in sweatshirts and sweats. So when I wake up, I look in my closet and I'm like, okay, well, what looks almost business casual if not business casual? So I wear the WC polo with khakis, and then the only way I can really express myself right now is my shoes. So I got the Air Max 97s, or I got my lows, my highs, and that's it, really.
So you're expressing yourself through your shoes.
Yeah, so I got to get more shoes.
So you got to get more shoes. So there's this guy, he actually lives in Portland, his name's Hunter Schuler, and he actually used to resell shoes all the time, so he actually knows the market pretty well. You should reach out to him sometime.
I had him buy me shoes a few years back.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that... You know what? I think I heard about that down the line.
It did take him a while, though. He had some whack ideas for a minute there. I still have those.
No, I mean it's. I will say though, it's hard because people will come to me sometimes and they're like, "What do you want me to buy? Buy stuff for me." It's like, okay, well, my style is different from your style. And so now I'm trying to be in your shoes and make sure that I get what you want, but I think still looks good.
Yeah.
It's tough.
No,
Being a
it's definitely
stylist is a lot harder than a lot of people think. All right, Luke, your turn.
All right, so I have two ways I think about my day when it comes to fashion. All right, there's the first way, or like, all right, I'll just whatever. Two ways. First way is the gym. When I go to the gym, right?
Yeah.
Because I like dress. I like looking. I like feeling good at the gym. Like I feel like if I look good, I feel good.
Yep.
And so usually how I kind of approach my gym outfits is I usually do like I have like neutral colors, but then like let's say I have black shorts and I'll wear like a neon like tank or something like that. Like have one like solid color, like a neutral. Is that what it's called, neutral colors?
Yeah.
And then something to offset it. And everything else is like pretty much like black or neutral. So like yeah. So like I'll have like my black. I have like my black on clouds, and then I'll wear like black shorts or like some kind of a neutral color. And then some other colored top, and then like a black headband because I sweat a lot and I need the headband.
Yeah.
So, but it's also what I've been kind of doing too is like having themes with my like workouts. Like if I'm doing a benchmark, so like an orange theory, like I kind of want to like and I really want to PR or I know I'm gonna do good. Then I want to kind of like I like to get like dressing up for it. And so recently what I've been doing is like buying like I'll buy workout clothes that like are like colors of things I like. So like I have like this red top with these like this. I need to work on like keeping the brands together, but like I have this red Under Armour shirt, and then these red and blue Nike shorts. They're Buffalo Bills, but like I like the red and blue pattern. And then I also have like some blue wristbands, and then I have a Spider-Man headband, a sweatband. And so like I want to dress up like a superhero and feel like a superhero and feel like Spider-Man. And like I did that for my mile run, and I PR'd. I felt really good, and so. I've been trying to do that lately. It's been kind of fun. I'm doing Dragon Ball next, so I'm like acquiring like little stuff here and there, and it gives me more variety stuff too. So I'll have like an orange top or something, and then can wear it whenever too. But it's fun to like do that for me. That's what I really like. And then for my day, so I work in radio, and so I don't have to really dress up or anything. I like to still look nice, like presentable, like just because I still work with people. And so I don't want to like not be seen as like professional. I don't want to show up like Seth, like in sweats and sweatshirt and all that. Even for my morning radio, like when I work in the radio.
Said you didn't, but I don't.
I know you don't. I know, but no, like you said, you don't want to do that. Like
yeah, no,
same way.
I want to. Don't get me wrong.
Uh-huh.
God, at 4 a.m. Nothing sounds better than putting on some sweats and some sweatshirt.
And the problem I've been having too is I have a really tall waist, so. I can't like normal XL shirts are like almost too short for me. Like if I like even the shirt, like if I like like you can see my tummy if I like hike it up. So I've had to like not a lot of brands have XLTs, and so I've been acquiring XLTs. But like what I've been doing I saw this on TikTok. All right, so that's where I get my fashion. I've been doing the sandwiching. You know what sandwiching is, Mr. Fashion Major?
I don't.
The fashion major doesn't know what sandwich. All right, here let me teach you a thing, buddy. All right, don't worry. You're about to learn something. So what sandwiching is like if I have black shoes, right? Let's say I have like black shoes, and then like I'll have like these red shorts and that black top, right? So it's like like bread, right? Like a bread, your meat, and then bread slice, right? So like
basic matching.
Yeah, basic matching, yeah. But like I'll have a neutral color, like basically like or like when I do like the double decker sandwich. So let's say I have like a black hat and black shorts with like a red shirt and red shoes. Oh my god.
Yeah.
But I've been really liking that. I feel like good too, and like like Avery makes comments like, "Ooh, I really like this." Like I like trying to dress up more, and I've been trying to find like more like not just the XLTs, but like find other shirts and like stuff to look nice in. Like I don't know. I've been kind of like an ombre kick. I kind of want to get some ombre shirts. I think ombre would be kind of cool with me. But I'm kind of like still like I'm like in like a testing phase right now. I'm kind of just experimenting. I want to get more shoes. I have a black pair of shoes and a white pair of shoes, and so I kind of want to add some more. I think like Seth said, I think you can definitely express yourself with shoes, and so I kind of want to do that more. And so just saving for a wedding is I gotta save for funds in other places, and shoes hasn't been the priority lately. But yeah, that's how.
You know what you're wearing to your wedding? What kind of suit?
I don't know.
What?
We're not that far yet.
Do you know the colors yet? At least?
No, I'm gonna let her. I'm gonna have her say, "Hey, this is what I want." I'm like, "Okay."
All right. Yes,
Kay.
babe. Yes, ma'am. Yes, master.
Okay.
It's not like that.
Don't
talk about her like that.
What are
She's
your
very good.
wearing?
Huh? I don't know. You don't gotta worry about it. So yeah.
Damn, you barely got invited to this, huh?
Brutal.
What do you think about my I'm curious. What do you think about my approach?
I like some things about it. There's also some things. Are you open to advice?
Yeah, no, I'm asking. Yeah.
So there's some things I like about it. I like that like you try to pair neutrals with some color. I think right now, and you don't have to follow trends, but right now I'd say it's more so a thing where like instead of like having a super like bright color with a neutral, it's more so like more subtle. So maybe that like bright color, like you said, like you had like what, neon or something.
Sometimes, yeah, I have a few.
A lot of times, like if you want to do that, and that's like fine. What I would suggest is possibly like finding like an accent color of that neon with like maybe like more of a neutral on the top or something. So like if you were wearing like black shorts and you wanted to incorporate, because like it sounds like, I would say just from knowing you, like self-expression, that kind of thing, like the color is kind of like how you express, because you're a very like upbeat guy, I would say. And so expressing that color kind of shows like, in my opinion, that you are expressing that upbeatness, if that makes sense. But like maybe instead of finding like, maybe you wear like black shorts and you have white t-shirt with like accents of those bright
like
colors,
the logo
like
of
a
the
graphic
shirt.
or something.
Okay.
Just because like yes, it's fine like to wear neon, whatever, but like I just feel like it can be a little too much sometimes.
Okay.
Just in general. That's just something I would suggest.
Okay.
But in general, what I was going to say to both of you guys, it's very tough. I've experienced even dressing up for your job is actually really hard, because it's like you kind of are restricted in a lot of ways of like what you can wear, how you can be professional. But you can still find like different prints, even like within polos, that express yourself. Like, you know, right now a big trend, something I think, you know, you could try is like a lot of like golf polos have a lot of prints on them, like a lot of fun prints too. And it's very in. And so I feel like that kind of thing would be nice for you. I feel like this is going to sound weird to you, but like I feel like striped polos would be a good look for you personally. Yes.
Striped is bad for me.
No,
I'm
it's not.
short and
it does not. It does not make you look fat, I promise.
It makes me look short.
It does not. Okay, whatever. Anyways, but
right,
what I was saying, I feel like you can find prints even within like polos, like your tops, that like help express yourself. Shoes is a great example of what you guys said, because you can also express yourself through like accessories too, like even like your watch. Even, you know, he wears earrings. Even your earrings, you know what? Yeah, you got to get one. Big boy. You're the one who bought $300 shots.
Yeah, that could have been a watch.
That could have been a watch.
It was a mistake. I did not know they were going to be $300.
But no, I think the shoes is a great example. I just think you can express yourself a lot more subtly than a lot of people think you can.
Yeah, I mean, I've thought about getting like different accessories. I've thought about getting earrings, but I don't really know. Thought about.
Please do it. I'll be there. I'll go with you.
I don't want to hear that crunch again.
Dude, that was bad.
That was
really
It's
bad.
not that bad.
It was loud.
Bad. It was really bad.
Dude, we'll go to Claire's. I got you.
What, Claire's?
That's where I got mine.
I guess.
But in general, I think it is hard. I will say that. It's very hard. And something I still struggle with. Like, even now, I have 15 polos. But still, it's hard.
What the
I don't know. I've been on this kick where, like, if I'm going out, I mean, you guys know my party shirt, right? Like the pink leopard print shirt. I love that shirt because one, I think it's a good way for me to express myself. I think it's fun and it's upbeat. But I get comments on it every time I go out, and I really like it. And it's not like, oh, it's like a bad comment, like, oh, what is with your shirt? Like, it's like, oh, I like your shirt. It's really cool. And like that makes me feel really good. I mean, when we went to Snoop Dogg, I had a t-shirt that said definitely not on drugs. And I get, I walk by people and you're like, oh yeah, definitely not on drugs. Oh yeah. Like, it's really fun. I think it's fun to, when someone is going out of their way to make a comment about your outfit, or sorry, when someone goes out of their way to talk about my outfit, I feel like super hyped. And I know the party shirt's a little bit more like loud, right? But it doesn't. How do I describe this? It feels I'm not trying to. I don't know. It just feels
You're
good
not
to
trying
get.
to impress you.
I'm not trying to impress anybody. It's a way I like to express myself, and like when people make
And that's
comments
all.
about it, I feel like, oh, I'm expressing myself, and people like me, and so they're gonna like, and that's why they're saying something. So
And that's all fashion is.
Yeah.
Just expressing yourself through clothes, really. So it's all your taste. At the end of the day, like it's not like you can ask me for all the advice in the world, but like I said, like I don't know what you like and what you don't like. I can try to understand what you like and what you don't like, and I can help guide and give you some of my perspective of what I like and add it into what like your perspective. But like at the end of the day, it's up to you.
Yeah.
You know. And I think that's like some people have to remember. Like you can ask for all the advice of the world, but like, do you like it? Like, do you like the way it makes you look and that kind of thing? So
45 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
So, all right. Do we? Anything else? Any more comments?
Are we moving on to a new topic or?
No. I mean that's all I got.
All right, I have a new topic. We're gonna so I wanna. But before we talk about the topic, I have something for you.
What
Hold
is
on,
this?
Luke. Hold on. What is it called?
What is what called?
Pocket pussy.
Do you actually?
Yeah. No, not a. Just open the fucking thing. Come on.
I bought him too.
Whoa. Okay.
Wait.
Okay.
Hey,
Oh shit.
what do you say?
Yeah, buddy. Oh fuck yeah.
All right.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
All right. Tell them what it is.
Well, I got some whiskey. The groomsman for Luke's wedding. It's very honorable. Thank you.
Of course, you've always been a really good friend to me and to Avery. You've always been really good to her. So I
Thank
really
you.
want you up there by my side on our special day. So
Thank
Yeah.
you. Appreciate it. Thank you. That means a lot.
so yeah, it's brothers. It's a good whiskey. It's and it's brothers bond because you're one of my bros. So
You did not pay $300 for this.
I did not pay $300 for that. Well, hey Hunter, thanks for having us.
Thanks for being on the pod, boys. Always good to talk to you. And thank you, listeners, for listening this far if you did.